issues around DOJ. It really reaffirms the approach that we have already embarked upon. It does not change anything regarding our commitment to ensuring that there's integrity in policing. The task force that has been assembled will continue to work, and we will still continue to look for continuous improvement within our police department.
Memphis Mayor Paul Young sharing a brief statement on the DOJ's decision to drop its investigation of the Memphis Police Department. And as you just heard, the mayor says the dismissal will not affect the local task force working on reforms at MPD. Joining me now with reaction are State Representative G.A. Hardaway of Memphis and the Reverend Dr. J. Lawrence Turner, Senior Pastor of Mississippi Boulevard Christian Church. Gentlemen, welcome to WREG News Channel 3 at 3. Good to have you here.
Thank you for having us.
Let's talk about what we just heard. We talk about the Department of Justice saying it's dropping its investigation to the Memphis Police Department. Representative, your thoughts?
Well, extremely disappointed, but just as determined as ever to deliver justice for the people of Memphis and Shelby County. The Department of Justice came in because we provided enough evidence to prove that there is a pattern and practice of unlawful, unconstitutional policing going on in Memphis and Shelby County. Now we are told, once again, to delay, which is denying us justice. So no, we're not happy about it, but we're going to move forward. We're going to put pressure on the City Council. The City Council determines through policy and through funding what the priorities are for the City of Memphis, and public safety must be number one.
Dr. Turner, what about you? Is this a major setback for the people of Memphis for the most part?
It's disappointing. However, I think it's important for us to understand although the DOJ has dropped the investigation doesn't mean we stop our efforts for reforming what policing looks like in Memphis. And so the mayor has offered up a task force led by Judge Donald, and I think they can begin their work with looking at the findings that the DOJ investigation turned up as it relates to the pattern or practice of unconstitutional policing in Memphis. If they start there, there are already a set of recommendations that can help begin the process of reforming policing in Memphis.
Because as you also well know, so many people are calling for, they're demanding for transparency as well when it comes to our police department. How important, how crucial is that?
It's crucial to restoring public trust. Public wants to not only see there's transparency and accountability, but they want to see that intentional reforms are being made that we can see in our encounters with police and in those incidences where there's violence or where the situations escalate. We want to see those number of incidents continue to go down. And so I think it's crucial if you're going to restore public trust that this administration is going to have to get their minds around what it means to implement a strategy that will demonstrate, yes, public safety, but reform to the way policing is done here.
Gia, how can we make sure that we hold the mayor, the police chief, and others accountable because the city of Memphis had a chance to, but chose not to enter into a decree with the Department of Justice?
Well, you've got to be in the game. This game of politics, it's not a spectator sport. You've got to be in the game. You've got to get on that phone, on that computer, contact your city council person. That's who sets the policy. That's who directs the funding. That's who we need to be putting pressure on. At the end of the day, the Memphis Police Department can't do its job without a partnership with the public. As the pastor said, there's got to be transparency for that trust to exist. With that trust will come the willingness of the public to give information to the Memphis Police Department and prevent crimes and solve crimes. But as long as the same folks who we reported and brought the pattern of practice investigation into Memphis, as long as those same folks are still sitting in positions in the Memphis Police Department, things aren't going to change.
Dr. Turner, how confident are you with our city leaders? How confident are you, and what would you say to the average Memphian out there when it comes to that public trust, especially with our police officers?
So this is what civic engagement is all about. We certainly elect persons to represent us and to carry out the will of the people. But the other side of it is after the election is over, we have to remain engaged. And so I'm hoping that Memphians will start showing up at council meetings, would start engaging their city council person and sharing with them the demand of this community that we see real qualitative change.
On another note, one other thing I know you want the community both to be engaged in is involvement with education, especially MSCS, and to avoid another attempt to take over MSCS and the school board. Where do we stand with that?
Well, I think our representative can speak more of what that looks like in the state legislative level. But I think back here in Memphis, I think it's important that those of us in the faith community are organizing and having conversations about what it will take for us to work alongside MSCS to demonstrate to our state that Memphis is very well capable of providing a strategic plan and strategy for us to see higher achievement out of children that have great potential here in the city of Memphis. And so we're looking to begin a conversation across denominations, ecumenical conversations about how we as faith leaders can bring our community together to work along with MSCS to bring out some positive outcomes out of Memphis. And we know we're more than capable to do that.
Can I have the both of you back in the future?
Certainly.
Yeah, we definitely need to do it and keep this conversation going. G.A. Hardaway, always good to see you.
Appreciate you.
Dr. Turner, always good to see you. We'll see you Sunday.
Yes, looking forward to it.
By all means.